Hi, my name is Vishal, and this is the Phase 3 demonstration of our software engineering project. Our bot is called Scrumster, which is a Scrum advocate. So the three use cases are as follows. Use case 1 is to move tasks from one state to another. For example, as seen on your screen, to move a task from to do to in progress, or to move a task from in progress to done. Use case 2 is to obtain a sprint summary. At this point, if we asked for a sprint summary, it would say 6 points burnt as part of story 2. Use case 3 is to schedule a meeting between the members of the team. For this purpose, it would check the calendar of each of the team members, and on that particular day, for a 30-minute slot, if the calendar is available for all the members, it would book that particular slot. So we have designed this using the Alexa as the voice input, which is tied to schemes and Amazon Lambda functions. At the back end, it has integrations with Jira APIs and Google Calendar APIs. For the purpose of Google Calendar, we are making use of G Suite, which is a Google Cloud offering. We have created our own domain called ruse.com. So we have created 4 users for each of the 4 team members and filled it up with certain appointments. For example, if we ask Scrumster to schedule a meeting on the 16th of November, you see that the 11 o'clock slot is something that's available for all the 4 team members. On the 16th, 11 o'clock. So this is the implementation of all the APIs at the back end as part of the service milestone, as you see here. Let's try demonstration of our use cases one by one now. Now basically use case 1, let's try moving task 1, which is identified by AT25, from in progress to done.
Ask Scrumster to move task 25.
Where do you want me to move it?
Done.
Task 25 successfully moved to done state.
So if we reload the page, we see that task 1 identified by AT25 was moved to done. For input at this point, we are making use of the Amazon wand. Now let's try use case 2. At this point, if we ask for the sprint summary, it should give 6 points burnt. Now let's try that out.
Ask Scrumster to provide summary of the current sprint.
For the current sprint, team has burned 6 story points out of 21 story points.
So it correctly gives the output as 6 story points because in total there are 21, 6 plus 10 plus 5. Now let's combine use case 1 and use case 2. What we'll try to do is move story 10, which is identified as story 22 because it's AT22 here, to done, and then request for the summary. Let's do this one part at a time. First moving story 10 to done.
Ask Scrumster to move story.
Sure. Can you please tell me the task ID?
22.
Sure. Can you please tell me the task ID?
22.
Where do you want me to move it?
Done.
Story 22 successfully moved to done state.
So again, if we reload the page here, we see that story 22, which is nothing but story 10, has been moved to done. Now, if we ask for the summary, let's see what it returns.
Ask Scrumster to provide summary of the current sprint.
For the current sprint, team has burned 16 story points out of 21 story points.
So you see that 10 plus 6 as part of story 10 and story 2, which adds up to 16 out of the total 21 points have been burnt. So this demonstrates use case 1 and use case 2. Now let's check use case 3. As I've already told you, if we try to schedule a meeting for November the 16th, it will search for a 30-minute slot available on each of the 4 calendars, which to our knowledge should be at 11 o'clock. Let's try doing that now.
Ask Scrumster to schedule meeting.
Sure. Can you tell me when to schedule?
November 16th.
Successfully scheduled meeting on November 16th, 2017 for 30 minutes from 11 o'clock.
So if you see here, all of the 4 calendars were filled with the meeting of 30 minutes at 11 o'clock. So basically, we showed you the demonstration of all the three use cases, moving a task from one state to another, getting the sprint feedback or summary, and finally scheduling a meeting for the team on a particular day depending upon their availability in the calendar. Thank you so much for your attention.